Hello everyone, welcome to Olsen Cafe. Now today in this video, I am going to show you how to solve simple linear equations. Now picture this, you are in the middle of a high-stake mafia deal and there is a runner trying to escape, but the bodyguard won't let him go without a fight. And your job is to find the mafia. Sounds intense? And that's exactly how we are going to solve simple linear equations. Now stick around and I will show you how to uncover the answer like a true math detective. Here are the 6 basic questions we are going to solve together. Now, in this video, I will break down each linear equations using Mafia story, where numbers take on the roles of the runners and the bodyguards. And you will also learn how to identify the runner, spot the bodyguard, and then solve the equations step by step using the Mafia style. Now, so over here, the 6 questions are being arranged, right, in such a way that is from easy to difficult. All right, so basic solving equations simply means we want to find the value of x and also to find the value of y. So now let's begin. So over here in the first 2 equations, I'm going to show you how to identify mafia, runner, and bodyguard. So in the first equations here, our job here is to find x. So x is actually the mafia. Yeah. So to find mafia, I will need to first remove the runner. So who is the runner? The runner is simply this number 3. So this is the runner. So to remove the runner, what I need to do is I will need to reverse, right, the operation. So I will need to take away 3. So if I take away 3 on the left hand side, I will also take away 3 from the right hand side. So with this, I easily able to find x equals to 7 minus 3, and this can be easily found. I am able to get the answer, which is x is equals to 4. Now this is a very basic, right, equation. Now how about bodyguard? So over here in the second equation, all right, so same, y is the unknown, which is I'm going to find y, right? So y is the mafia. So over here, I do notice that there is a number, right, stick to the mafia. So this number that stick to the mafia, therefore I'm going to call it the bodyguard. So same, before I can find the mafia, I must first remove the bodyguard. So in this case, to remove the bodyguard, I will need to reverse the operation. So it's 2 times y, so reverse the operation. So therefore, what I need to do is I just simply need to divide it by 2. I reverse the operation. So hence, I will get y is equals to 3 divided by 2. And again, right, the answer can be done very easily. So over here in the next 2 equations that you see here, they are a little bit more complex than the earlier 2 questions. So over here in these 2 questions, you are able to see the mafia, which I have color coded it. So green stands for the mafia, and you will be able to find who is the runner, yeah, and the bodyguard. The bodyguard basically is the number that stick to the mafia. So over here, I'm going to break it down step by step. Right, how can we solve this linear equation? So do remember our role here, our job here is to find the mafia, right? To find the value of x and the value of y. So to do that, therefore, what we need to do, the first step is we have to remove the runner. So to remove the runner, so let's take a look at the first equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the runner, right? So that means I have to remove 5. So to do that, I will have to reverse the operation. So it becomes minus 5. And then I do the same on the right hand side, minus 5. So when I simplify this, I will get negative 3x equals to 2 minus 5. So again, I simplify this on the right hand side, I will get negative 3. Now, once the runner is removed, so what I need to do now is I will need to remove the bodyguard. All right, so the bodyguard is the number that stick to the mafia. So to do that, I will need to remove the operation. And what is operation over here? This is negative 3 times x. So to do that, to remove the operation, I simply need to divide by negative 3. So on the right hand side, I do the same. I will need to divide by negative 3. So with this, I will get negative 3 divided by negative 3. And I simplify this. Minus minus give me plus. So hence, I will get my answer. The mafia is equals to 1. So I have found the mafia. So do take note. Each time when you remove the runner and you remove the bodyguard, you must reverse the operation. Yeah, so let's take a look at the second equation. So over here, what you can see is y is the mafia because y is the unknown. Yeah, so I also have the runner, which is 7, and the bodyguard, which is 2, because bodyguard stick to the mafia. So again, I am going to solve this equation. So therefore, what I need to do is, remember, first step is I will need to remove the runner. So to remove the runner, I need to reverse the operation. So it's -7. Then I minus off another 7 on the right hand side. So I simplify this, I will get -2y equals to 9 minus 7. And I simplify, I get 2 on the right hand side. Now my equation only left with the bodyguard. So what I need to do is I simply need to remove the bodyguard. So again, remove the bodyguard, I need to reverse the operation. So this is -2y times, sorry, it's -2 times y. So I reverse the operation, it becomes divide. So I divide by -2, and then I divide by -2 again on the right hand side. And this will give us y equals to 2 divided by -2. And I simplify, I will be able to get my answer, which is y is equals to -1. So these two equations illustrated, right, how can we identify the mafia, the runner, and the bodyguard. So do remember the steps, yeah. So just remember, each time when you remove the runner and remove the bodyguard, you have to reverse the operation. Now, in these last two equations, you will notice that it is not as direct as the earlier questions, as you can see. All right, so over here, on both sides of the equations, I have unknown. All right, over here, I have 3x on the left, and I have an x on the right. So similarly, for the other equations, I have a -2y on the left and a y on the right. So for such case, therefore, what can we do? Now, so before we can even apply Mafia story, so what we need to do is we will need to combine the like term first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the like terms. So therefore, let's take a look at the first equations on the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove x on the left hand side, and I remove x on the right hand side still. So basically, I combine the Mafia term together. So to do this, I will be able to get 3x minus 5 equals to 2. So I simplify, I will be able to get 2x minus 5 equals to 2. Now over here, you notice that we are able to derive to this equation that we are very familiar with, all right, as we can see from the previous two equations. So I color coded it, so I know who is the mafia, who is the runner, and who is the bodyguard. So therefore, I'm going to apply what I've shared with you earlier on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the runner. So to remove the runner, I reverse the operation. So I add 5 to both sides. So with this, I'm able to simplify till I get 2x equals to 7. Now, once I derive here an equation with only bodyguard, so I'm going to remove the bodyguard now. So again, to remove the bodyguard, I simply divided by 2 on both sides, and hence I'm able to find the mafia, which is a value of x, and this gives us 7 over 2. Hope you find this useful. Now, so let's take a look at the second equation. So I'm going to repeat the same procedure. So step number 1, I'm going to collect the like term. So basically, I'm just going to combine the y term together. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2y on both sides. So with this, I'm able to simplify till I get 6 is equals to 3y. So over here in this equation, right, you notice that there is no runner. Yeah, there is only bodyguard because there is only a number that stick to the mafia. Yeah, so to do this, so it's very simple. I don't need to remove runner because since there's no runner, so I just simply need to remove the bodyguard. So to do that, I just divided by 3, and I'm able to simplify, and get the answer, which is y equals to 2. So hopefully you find this mafia story useful. So usually what I notice when students struggle with, knowing which term to move first, and each time when I use a mafia story to get the student to find the runner and the bodyguard, is actually help, right, the students able to solve the question slightly easier. So with this, I hope you find this video useful. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.